Okay. The New Yorker, Elements, The Power of Names by Adam Alter, May 29th, 2013. The New Yorker. So right away I'm thinking New Yorker, prestigious newspaper. They probably wouldn't print anything false. So this information could be valid. Elements of the power names. Okay, names are powerful. I know that I have mistaken people's names in class, and I try really hard because names, are important to a person. Okay, the power names. The German poet Christian Morgenstern once said that all seagulls look as though their name were Emma. Okay, that's kind of weird. All seagulls. Okay, right now I'm picturing seagulls, ocean shores, Finding Nemo, the scene where mine, 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 mine. That's what I'm picturing. All seagulls look as though their name were Emma. Well, Emma's my best friend from home, so I don't know if she'd find this as a compliment, but all seagulls look as though they have her name. Okay, that's interesting. Though Morgenstern was known for his nonsense poetry, there was truth in his suggestion that some linguistic labels are perfectly suited to the concepts they denote. Okay, wow. I'm going to break that up. Nonsense poetry, I know that's kind of random ideas. So this author writes poetry, and he suggested that some linguistic labels. So linguistic, I'm going to change to language. So some words are suited to the concepts they denote. So concepts, I'm going to say objects, denote as in label, stand for. Okay, so I'm going to reread that with my words. There was truth in his suggestion that some words are perfectly suited to the objects they label. Okay, so seagulls, that word is Emma. Okay, I'm following somewhat right now. Dwaddle and meander sound as unhurried as the walking speeds they describe. Dwaddle and meander. Right now, I picture kids meandering to class because they don't really want to go. And that really does describe the speed. So meander, the word, sounds as unhurried as the walking speed. So the way that word flows describes the way you'd walk. Okay. Awkward and gawky sound as ungainly as the bodies they represent. Well, okay, so awkward sound and gawky. I think it's that WK that is just really awkward to say and to spell. So I can see how those two words look like someone that or something that is awkward. Well, it says body. So right now I'm picturing someone that has not, like kids who haven't grown into their body yet. They may be really tall or really short, or babies that have huge heads. That's what I'm picturing. When the Gestalt psychologist and fellow German Wolfgang Kohler read Morgenstern's poem. Okay, what poem? So he writes poetry. I guess that could be where the quote comes from, is that's his poem. Okay. Well, these two people read his poem in the 1920s. Well, that's a long time ago. He was moved to suggest that words convey symbolic ideas beyond their meaning. Okay. Well, I know that psychologists studies the brain and behaviors. So they studied that words convey ideas, and we get rid of symbolic. So that just words convey ideas beyond their meaning. So that seagulls, so I'm going back, seagulls convey an idea besides the definition that seagull is a bird. I don't know, do they call them ocean birds?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so the word seagull can convey an idea besides the definition of it. That's where I'm at right now. To test the idea more carefully, he asked a group of respondents to decide which of the two shapes below.
I'm going to pause you for a second.
Okay.
So right here.
Yeah?
You said, so that's where I am right now.
Yep.
That's a great technique. Okay. For meaning.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I capture that. And then we're just going to do this part, and then we're not going to finish the bottom section.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
To test the idea more carefully, he asked a group of respondents to decide which of the two shapes below was a Maluma and which was a Tekete. Well, one, are those even words? But maybe they're just letters put together to represent something else. But Maluma reminds me of an Alaskan Malamute. Like, that's what I think of when I think of Maluma. And I know that Alaskan Malamutes are soft and cuddly, and okay, so that's what that word reminds me of. And Tekete reminds me of, it's just so sharp. It reminds me of karate. And then with my hands, I'm moving them. Cha-cha-cha. Tekete, karate. So if I were to guess, without looking below, I'm going to think of Maluma is the round brown blob thing. And Tekete is the sharp thing. It actually kind of looks like a person to me, with the head on top and the two arms and the legs kind of going in different motions. That's karate. Okay.